So Michael, Bitdefender is best known in the SMB market. Can you give us a quick overview or elevator pitch of what else Bitdefender has to offer?
Absolutely. We are well known in the the SMB space. However, we're really trying to make our name in the enterprise space because that's where we offer some of our most unique and differentiated product solutions. So for the enterprise guy, it's really about protection, performance, scalability, and flexibility, right? These guys have massive environments and they're complex. And what they need is a product that's going to be able to come in and make sure that they are protected the way they want, but they can't have their data center, their endpoints being bogged down. They can't have their IT managers getting calls from end users all the time because the system's running slow. Our product really does that, and without going deep into technology, it's simply designed from the ground up for virtualized or data center environments. We just do virtualized better than anyone, and so for the enterprise space, that's really where we kind of target our audience.
So who is the target audience, I would say, of Bitdefender?
Well, again, SMB, it kind of depends on the target you're going after, and thus the IT director or IT manager, business owner, so the size of the business matters, of course. In the enterprise space, we're not that different than other security endpoint vendors out there, right? We're talking about the security admin, the IT director, maybe the CISO. The data center guy is focused on performance. That's what a data center and virtualization is all about. They want to optimize, they want to make things efficient. Our product is the lightest weight product on the market, and we've got data that we can share with partners that shows that when you do tests from an organization called Login VSI on the impact to a data center from a security solution, Bitdefender is far less. Matter of fact, we can save data center resources anywhere from 30 to 50% depending on who you're comparing our solution to. So if you go in and talk to a data center guy and say, hey, I can help you improve your resources or reduce your cost because you don't have to have as much hardware or software because you're going to get better performance with as much security out of a software endpoint solution, that's something they should want to consider.
Bitdefender, what is new and exciting for you this year?
Well, we don't just think about virtualized space. We think about all of our endpoints because we want all of them and we picked them all really well. So on one side, we think about the customer. We want more customers on all levels. So for small business, we have three very simple product offerings. We have business security, advanced business security, business security, advanced business security, and then Gravity Zone security for enterprise. For that small business, Gravity Zone Business Security, we're offering a 40% off for the first quarter. So from January 4th through March 28th, that customer can get a great deal at 40% off, which is actually less than a competitive, or that's a greater discount than a competitive upgrade. So if you're going against a competitor, this promotion right now already gives you an advantage going in without having to go for competitive upgrade pricing. Now there are some limitations because it's targeted at small business up to the user count, but for small business with what this product is really designed for, you probably won't run into a lot of those limitations that will cause you to have to go and look somewhere else as far as the deal. We also have a brand new sales incentive, or SPIF, for these reseller reps that are out in the field today, both on renewal products, which not all vendors do, some do, but both on renewal products and new business, where you can earn anywhere from $50 up to $800 in a sales incentive, and this will go from January 1st through June 30th for selling Bitdefender Business Security or Bitdefender Gravity Zone Advanced Business Security. And there are, of course, limitations to that, but check with your Lifeboat sales rep and they can get you all the details on how to earn some extra cash from Bitdefender.
Great. So what would be the end user value proposition of using Bitdefender products?
Well, I think I kind of already talked about it a little bit, right? Protection, performance, scalability, flexibility. But let's talk about flexibility for a second. Number one, back in the virtualized space, one of the things is these larger enterprise companies do is they have more complex environments. A lot of them are on VMware. But as VDI becomes more prevalent, they start using Citrix. Microsoft is always pushing Hyper-V, and then of course there's Linux and Oracle and KVM and all these things. So when I talk about flexibility, not only do you get the performance of what I described earlier, but with the flexibility of our product offering, it can be used across any or within a single environment of those hypervisors. Most of our competitors, as a matter of fact, I would venture to say virtually all of our competitors, no pun intended there, are really limited to using VMware and vShield without coming in and bringing a lot of other types of plug-in apps or modules that you have to use. Our product is so easy and flexible that it simply integrates across all of those environments. And we can use vShield or you don't have to use vShield. For the non-virtualized environment, the product is just simple and easy to use. And the way that I'll describe it for that environment is this. We have an intelligent agent, and what I mean by agent is the installation piece that goes onto the hard drive. We have an intelligent agent that when it's installed or deployed to go install, it actually identifies the host environment and installs the appropriate installation kit for what it's supposed to be. So you have one agent. So if I'm an IT guy or I'm not an IT guy and I'm trying to deploy this agent and install your solution across servers and workstations, Macs, Linux, Windows, whatever, I have one agent. I send it out and it says, okay, well I'm on a server now, oh I'm on a Mac now, and it installs the appropriate agent so that I don't have to figure out, I don't have to do different install kits, it just goes and does it. So it's just so easy to use.
So what would you say is the value proposition for our resellers?
So I think there's a couple of things that I would call out for them specifically. The first thing that I would call out is the product itself. I've worked at a few different security companies and a variety of different technology companies. And you know, one of the stakeholders for a partner to look at your product as an offering is the product quality where it needs to be. And you know, I'm not going to confirm or say that I'm the technical guy in the room because I'm not. But from what I've seen on my side, being in this industry for more years than I will state on camera, it is on LinkedIn though if you really care, that this product is rock solid. And part of the reason I know that is because we win in 80% of the cases when a customer takes our product, even if it's competing against something else in a proof of concept, our product wins. The customer buys us. Tied to that, quite frankly, is while we have a fairly good-sized partner base for the size company we are, we don't have a lot of partners that heavily focus on us. So there's honestly less competition for partners who really want to engage and sell Bitdefender to jump on the bandwagon and support our growth, grow with us, and compete against the guys that are selling the folks that have been out there for decades that quite frankly their technology is just not as good as Bitdefender. You know, the final thing that I'll say about that, and it's kind of a validation, is you know, many people think of other companies, whom shall go nameless, as the market leaders in this space. And many of those reasons are based on the fact that market leadership in this industry is based on revenue share. We do not lead in revenue share. But when you look at the number of endpoints protected on a global basis, Bitdefender protects over 100 million more endpoints globally than our nearest competitor. That gives us credibility as a partner goes into a customer and looks to compete with us. So there's less competition in the partner world, but we bring credibility from a competition perspective in that space. We protect 27% of the world's PCs.
So Bitdefender has been a Lifeboat partner for several years now. What do you value about the Lifeboat partnership? And how can a reseller utilize the Lifeboat Bitdefender partnership to grow their business?
So this one to me is simple. The people. The people are accountable and they're committed. They're great to work with, right? I mean, and at the end of the day, in a digital world, it's still about people. So the people are great to work with. And so I can't imagine that they would be better to me than their customers. I would imagine the reverse to be true. So, right?
Yeah.
I treat my customers better than I treat you, so I would expect you to do the same.
Exactly.
So we're great to work with. You know, the other reason, why would you work with a vendor? Why would you work with a distributor, right? Because you need support and sales resources. Most resellers are small businesses, and I've worked with small business for over a decade now. You don't have all the people, the knowledge, the resources. You don't have everything you need to accomplish what you need to accomplish as a small business. So you have to rely on the resources that can help you do that. We together can help those customers, those partners do that. Because we have the technical resources to support them in the customer proof of concepts. You have the resources in sales to give them the quote, to the deal registration, all the things that have to happen in order to get the pricing, the bid in place, and win the business, and then, hey, go install it and have a happy customer.
Awesome. Great. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Ta-da!